thought I would take some advice from Gary Vayner. I'm totally not going to say his name right. Let's just stick to Gary V. About just friggin' posting content and not giving a crap about how you look or what people think or anything like that, which is kind of was already my life philosophy with social media, but he just re-inspired me to go for it. So ironically, I was watching one of my last videos today, and I thought it was kind of interesting how in my last video I said that I felt not invincible, but I felt like not like there was like I felt like I could go through anything and I would get through it, and I would be stronger and I would come out stronger. And ironically, this past month I actually got into two car accidents. The first one was a little fender bender. Well, it was more than a fender bender, but it wasn't terrible. I was able to drive my car away, and so was the other person. It wasn't my fault, but anyways, I got my car repaired. The second accident, which was with the collision loaner car, not even 2 weeks later, was worse. This time, again, it wasn't my fault. Airbag deployed. I got a concussion and whiplash, and so that's 2 weeks ago. And then today I was watching my last video, where I was saying I feel like I can go through anything, and I'm just like, yay, I'll just come out stronger. And I'm like looking at that video, and I'm like, did I like challenge the world? Like, did I challenge the universe or something? And then they're like, well, let's test her and see if this is true, if this is really, really actually true. So what is the lesson in all of this? Well, there is no lesson. The lesson is that shit happens, and if you can get through shit and keep a positive attitude and not start wondering why, and why is this happening to me, and am I cursed? Because I started thinking, what the hell is wrong with me? Do I have like some bad luck magnet on me or something? Because honestly, I feel like I'm in general a pretty positive person, and like, why would all of this stuff happen? But then I realized that, let's say, for example, before I was sexually assaulted, I wouldn't have been able to identify with people who were, or help them, or understand them, and now I can. And before I was in this accident and getting this concussion and not being able to work because of it and stuff, I wouldn't have been able to identify what it's like to go through something like that. And it wasn't like, people have been through like way worse car accidents than me, don't get me wrong, but like, I mean, I've already had a lot of stuff going on in my life, and so I guess, life is always going to throw you a curveball, and I think that we need to stop seeing that as a bad thing. Like, even to stop saying bad things are happening, because what really defines it as bad is it bad because we're suffering? Is it bad because it changes our lives? Is it bad because we lose something? What exactly defines a bad experience? Why is me getting in a car accident a bad thing? I mean, yes, I was injured, and yes, I suffer from it. Yes, it's affected my life, it's affected my work, it's affected me being a mom, it's affected me being everything that I am. But there has to be some good that comes out of it. And I'm sort of determined to believe that everything that happens And I know that not everyone believes this, but not that there's a reason that everything happens, but everything, life in general, is kind of out of our control. There's so many factors that are out of our control. And so life is about not rolling with the punches, but when stuff happens, how we perceive it is going to immensely affect the quality of our lives. I can say that the quality of my life has been affected by the fact that I now have chronic headaches and that I constantly have a sore neck now. But I feel that the quality of my life is actually more determined by my state of mind and what I'm thinking, and how instead of focusing on that, I'm focusing on the fact that, wow, like I actually could be dead right now, and my kids could be grieving, like they could be having a funeral for me today. And actually, there are people all over the world right now who are dying from a car accident, and I'm not. I'm still alive. I'm even moving. I'm talking. I'm making this YouTube video. I have kids and they love me, and like I survived, you know? Like, yes, I got one more day to live. How amazing is that? Like, because what if I did die? What if you died today? And I know that it's like super morbid, but I always say, try to, when you say goodbye to people in your life, or good morning, or just whatever, you see them at work every day, I always try to imagine that me seeing them that day could possibly be the last day. Like, for example, like talking to my friend on the phone. I always imagine, like, what if tomorrow I found out that this person passed away? How would I feel about the interaction that I just had? I think about that with my kids when I drop them off at school. You hear about all this stuff. I'm not saying like focus on the bad things that can happen. I'm saying you never know, so count every day that you're alive as like really, 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 really lucky, because you get to feel life and interact with other humans. And what is more beautiful than that? There is nothing more beautiful than human connection, human touch, human love. That's basically the whole purpose of life, is love. I mean, someone could live their dream job and live all their passions, but at the end of their life, what's really going to matter to them is love. Who's beside them? Who's with them? Who are they? What are they going to remember? They're going to remember the people in their lives. So, be grateful no matter what you go through. I guess that's what I want to say. Be grateful. And I'm not saying that I don't have compassion or sympathize for people who are going through hard things, because I really, really do. Because sometimes it is really hard, and sometimes we really just need to break down and have a hug. But don't start thinking that you deserve what's happening to you. And I know there's that whole karma thing, but really, really difficult things happen to really good people. And how do you explain that? You're gonna say it's karma? Yeah, I don't know. Just look around you when something happens. Try not to see it as a bad thing happening. Try to see all of the good around the difficult parts of what's happening. Just drop my phone.